Hey, what's up, and welcome to Hack My Growth. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how search engines fight link spam. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. If you like it, please hit subscribe. We would love to have you join our community as we publish new content each and every week. So today we're going to be talking about how search engines fight link spam. Now, when Google came on the scene and started to build their search engine, one of the ways they determined the quality of a website was using that site's backlinks. Now, as this was obviously made known and people started to understand how Google was using this, a lot of people out there just started building links for the sake of building links. As a result, they would have a lot of bad links pointing to their site, but the whole thing was quantity over quality. Now, Google was realizing that this was an easy way to manipulate the search results. And honestly, it can still work today by just quickly building links. But this is where they fought back with link spam fighting tactics. And one of the first major ones was the Google Penguin update. Now, Penguin was really targeting these link farm sites, these article directories, low quality directories. Now, there are a lot of directories that are good and you can use to build links. But if it's a bad or low quality directory or a spammy directory, Google was starting to target them. They were also looking at the number of anchor text and how you are using your anchor text in links. Again, you want to have your keyword in the anchor text, but you want it to be natural. You don't want it to be overused over and over again to where it can really flag the signal. And another thing that we're doing early in Penguin was looking at the location of a link. So if you're a site in the US, but a majority of your site's links are coming from, Russia or the Philippines or Denmark, other places where you're not actually serving clients, again, that's a red flag. So these are some of the tactics that Google was using in order to fight link spam. Now, those aren't the only tactics that are being used in other search engines like, Yahoo and Bing and Yandex. They also have link fighting capabilities as well to look at spammy links. So one of the things they'll do is they'll look at a link labeled as an ad. You can buy advertisement on certain sites, but not all sites strictly say that link is an advertisement, or maybe they call it an advertisement, but it's not marked as no follow like it should be. So Google will look at the text around the links to see whether that is a good link or if it's a paid link. They're also going to look at site-wide links. Now, this is something I see a lot in the web development marketing world, where somebody builds a website and at the bottom they put, made by this web company. And as a result, what happens is you get hundreds of links, thousands of links on a same site because it gets published over and over and over again on the footer. This is a red flag. There's also times where you build a link or build a connection with somebody and they do the same thing. They kind of put it in a part of the page that gets duplicated a lot. Well, now you've got hundreds or thousands of links coming from one specific site. That is not something that you want. It can be a trigger. Another thing they're looking at are links sold by brokers. So a link broker would be somebody who owns a lot of content, owns a lot of sites, and they're selling links on that content. Again, Google can do a lot of reverse engineering. A lot of the search engines can look at those and say, okay, this is somebody that's selling their content for the sole purpose of link acquisition. Again, you can build partnerships and you can work with people to acquire links and earn links, but you shouldn't be just trying to buy your positioning. Now, they're also going to take a look at the relevance of the link. Let's say that you're in the car industry and you own a car dealership. So if you're having links from things like, hair salons and maybe a website that talks about golfing or something, just things that aren't actually related to your industry, those are going to be red flags as well because they need to be relevant. The links need to make sense. There needs to show a relationship between two entities. Now, there could be some cases where you build partnerships with those types of businesses where it would make sense in the context of that adjustment. But really what you want to do is make sure that those connections are as natural as possible. Google's also going to look at the quality of the neighboring links. So again, is how are your links themed together? Do they make sense together? Do they have relationships together? If you've got, again, we go to the car dealership and you've got a link to an auto parts store, okay, that makes sense. But then you have a hairdresser, a fast food joint, a mommy blogger, another random social site. Like they don't really make sense. They're just kind of hodgepodge together. They don't really have a theme. They're not connected in any way. It starts to look as if you're trying to manipulate. And those are the things that are going to trigger Google right off. And again, location of link. We talked about that a little bit before and what Penguin was doing. Are these links coming from the right location? There are certain spots that tend to be a little bit more spammy than others. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. When you're building links, when you're acquiring links, when you're trying to do it the right way and you don't want to get hit by a negative search penalty, one question you want to ask is, would I want this link pointing to my site if it didn't impact my site's rank? What's the purpose of the link? Is it going to send good relevant traffic? Is it going to build relationships? Is it going to help my site improve? Is it going to make those connections that make sense? Or am I doing it for the sole purpose of ranking? You shouldn't do link building just for rank results. Yes, it can help. Yes, it's a large part of your SEO strategy, but it shouldn't be the only thing that you're doing. And you should start to take links from a little bit bigger of a priority and seeing them as driving a little bit more than just rank, but also that relevant traffic, and make sure that it's something that you would want pointing to your site, even if it didn't have that effect. Thanks so much for watching. If you got any questions, please comment below. And until next time, happy marketing.